Hi everybody, this is TheHande and welcome back to another Mega Man Let's Play. So finally we're doing Mega Man 8. Alright, and of course this one has cutscenes. And typically, when I did the Mega Man X, Let's Plays on X4 and things like, I tended to skip these, but, I'll try to watch a couple of these. If they start taking up too much time, then I'll skip them, but, well, this is the one where, Duo is fighting that other robot. Wait, is it Duo? I forget already. Yeah. So it's well known that I don't typically really like the storylines in most Mega Man games because, they're kind of whatever. So I guess in this the story of this game is that there's these space robots and Wily wants to use their energies. And yeah, I don't know if they were ever going to follow up on this or anything. Probably not, but it's just that, they weave this whole story about this, and then, of course, when we come to Mega Man 9, almost a decade later, they kind of ignore all of this. That's the funny thing about Mega Man 9, in my opinion, was the fact that, when they brought the series back, they obviously sized everything down, but I guess they threw a little bit of the baby out with the bathwater in certain aspects. Like, we're about to see Bass, or as they call him in this game, Bass. Which, by the way, this game's kind of notorious for its bad voice acting. Oh my god, this really does take a while. Okay, finally, here we go.
Mega Man, today we finish this.
Hey, Bass! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
Shut up!
Shut up. It's just so matter-of-factly, yeah.
Roll! Mega Man, hurry! You must come with me!
You can't leave yet!
I recently found out that apparently the production of this voiceover was really, really rushed.
No!
So when we get Dr. Light, who has like the absolute worst voice actor of the bunch. None of these other ones are really very good anyway.
Dr. Light, what is the problem?
A strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. This meteor seems to be emitting a powerful energy signature. Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
Thank you, Mega Man. If you can, please bring the meteor back.
Okay.
So the thing about is that just that one cutscene, it wasn't this one, but in a later cutscene, like Dr. Light kind of has he seems like very unsure of himself, and the reason for that is, oh, by the way, I love this game. I love playing this game. This is honestly, I only played this for the first time in 2018, because obviously I didn't have a PlayStation, and this is a pretty rare, again, reminding everybody I'm European, so European versions of Mega Man games, for some reason, are just super rare for whatever reason. And, up until that point, like, I had heard really unflattering things about this game. Okay, and now I'm a bit torn how to do this. I'm gonna just do my normal Dr. Light voice. Mega Man, you asshole. Can you hear me? I've searched the island. And boy, are my legs tired, but I can't find it on any map. It's a creepy island. Be careful, Mega Man. Your new weapon is ready. Take it with you. It's called the Mega Ball. You can kick it to attack enemies. It's a powerful weapon. That's basically a soccer ball. Thank you, Dr. Light. Yeah. Wait. There. Ooh. This is tricky because actually I've been playing a little bit of Mega Man X5 as well. So this game basically has exactly the same controls as the X games on the PlayStation. And this is also really funny. So this is the one game where Mega Man can swim besides, Mega Man 3 for DOS. Before this, like, Mega Man could only jump very high in water, and now all of a sudden he can swim. Which, don't get me wrong, I really like this. Part of the reason, something that has kind of colored my perception of Mega Man games a little bit is the one place where I actually heard a lot, or really anything about this game for the longest time, was a website called Mega Man Homepage. And don't get me wrong, Mega Man Homepage is still like my go-to place where I where I want to find like game info on anything Mega Man related. But yeah, Miranda Paw, the person who runs that website, like, she did not have a very flattering take on this particular game, and so that always like colored my expectations a little bit. And then when I played it for the first time, like, I was like, man, this game is awesome. Like, I love everything about it. The graphics are beautiful, the soundtrack is definitely the kind of thing, like, I had listened to the music before I had played this game. Yeah. So just like Mega Man X4, for some reason, like, Capcom went really into, like, contemporary, in a very kind of contemporary jazz direction or something that, you know, it's if you listen to the music outside of the game, yeah, it absolutely does sound like elevator music. By the way, does it, I gotta get my football. Come on. So, basically, this weapon was basically designed just for this one boss fight. Well, not this boss fight, just this boss fight. I think one of the castle boss fights is also like this. I sort of had a sort of a pseudo experience with this game because Mega Man in Bass, aka Rockman and Forte, of course, reuses a lot of assets from this game. So it's kind of like a Mega Man 8.5 in a weird way. I have a review of that game. Dr. Wily, why are you here?
Mega Man, so you've come. How did you find my secret base? I'm impressed. But you're too late. I've just found something that's more powerful than this base. Now the world is mine!
Oh yeah, but you'll notice that he doesn't have a German accent in this. That was Scott McNeil when he did his... Wait, Wily! I've got to go after him. What's this? A robot? It's still alive. I must help it. It's still alive.
Man! Mega Man! Can you hear me? I'm breaking over here. Is anything going on?
Yes, Doctor. I found a robot.
What? You asshole. Okay, I understand. I'll go there and pick it up. You go after Wily.
Yeah, so when Scott McNeil did Dr. Wily's voice in the Mega Man cartoon. Alright, so now here we are in the character select screen, and this does the same thing as Mega Man 7, so you can only pick from these 4 Robot Masters at the start. You can revisit the intro level, which is kind of funny. I guess that's just for the bolts. Alright, so, okay, and I was saying how much I actually, genuinely love this game. I think that voice acting is crazy, I love the visuals, and the gameplay is also really nice, but, yeah, the boarding segments, those definitely suck. I will not defend them. They are definitely the worst thing about this game, which is why, despite the fact that this is probably the recommended Robot Master to go up against first, I'm not gonna go up against, what is he called even in this game? It's not Frostman. I'll figure it out, but we're gonna do the fun levels first, so let's start with Tengu Man. And this Tengu Man, of course, this is also because this game came out on the Saturn at the same time. The Saturn version has a completely different background music for Tengu Man, which, I'm gonna be honest, I personally prefer because it's just so more intense, but it's not that I really hate this one, it's just that this one sounds very light. I mean, it sounds very pleasant and nice, actually, so don't get me wrong. But yeah, I do think that this more does embody, like, one of the things that a lot of people, the same way as in Mega Man X4, where the soundtrack really does sound like, like elevator music, until you're actually playing the game. So so I have kind of the same experience with this, is that I didn't really like the soundtrack when I was just listening to it independent of the game itself. But then, as opposed to like something like the Mega Man X5 soundtrack, which is something that I heard much long before I actually got to play the game in the Legacy Collection. So, but yeah, this game is just like a joy, You know, you could maybe make the argument that it's like very cartoony, but it's actually not, in my view, as cartoony. Oh yeah, and here, this is what I love. So here we go, the Rush, you know, Rush jet sequences. So the thing is, obviously, you know, I do, you know, something that, you know, me and Ken, aka Echo, we've talked about a lot about Mega Man, and, you know, I think we're both in firm agreement that, you know, the Rush Jet from Mega Man 3 has never been beaten or topped, and we both really miss it because it was such a good version of the Rush Jet. So don't get me wrong, having the just, you know, autopiloted. Speaking of autopilot, there's Auto. Ah man, I really wanted to get Eddie, but I love this. So these airboarding segments are, I love these. These things are great, like, because, you know, they found a way to basically include all of Mega Man's, like, you know, robot friends. But yeah, I really, we're missing Eddie. I got Beat and I got Auto, but I really want Eddie, because Eddie is so adorable. Yeah. So yeah, I'm about to say about Dr. Wily's voice. So in this, the voice actor who performs him in this did not do him with a German accent, which, you know, to be fair, none of the old games, like, imply that he has a German accent or anything. You know, it's just something that, oh, okay, now Rush just got that multi-fire. But we got a second chance of getting Eddie in this part of the level. I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't, because I really like it. Oh, so which is a giant, I guess this is supposed to be a giant, kame. Not a kame, what is it? Fuck. The turtle, demon from Japanese, oh yeah, here we go, Eddie! God damn it, what? Now I'm blanking out. Kappa, yeah, so that was supposed to be a kappa. I just realized, like, it was like the big green turtle head, but then had, like, the flat part at the top. Which is funny because, you know, so this stage is sort of loosely themed around, like, Japanese folklore, because the Tengu is also a, I'm not sure if it's a yokai necessarily, but it's some kind of a Japanese mythological creature. And it's funny because last year, my brother-in-law had something called the Yokai Wars movie series, which is a series of Japanese movies about, you know, which feature yokai. And one of those movies, Spook Warfare, is a really, really, well, it's essentially a kid's movie, but it's really, really funny. It's like Japanese monsters going up against this, like, Babylonian demon or something. It was really, really funny. And I just thought that was kind of cute because, you know, he keeps auto shooting while I hold that. Ah, man, we only got Eddie for that little while, but yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm again, big surprise, it's a TheHande Let's Play. I'm all over the place. Okay, so I had kind of silently in the past, I had agreed to not Let's Play this game until I had beaten it, and I still haven't, but, you know, this is part of a sort of set of one-off episodes that I'm doing right now, in the same vein as the Super Mario Sunshine and the Sonic Generation, the second part of Generation, first part which came out like 2 years ago. And so what I intend to do in this episode is I intend to record like a fairly long first episode, and then if I feel like coming back to this later, you know, we can continue from where we left off. You know, in the same vein as I did with Mega Man 6 last year. I did a super long, what was supposed to be like a one-off episode, and then I made a follow-up episode to it, but yeah.
I'll take on you. Be ready.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Aquaman, but he only comes in the second half. But after we get Tengu Man's weapon, I can, you know, take on Clown Man. I think Tengu Man and what is the guy's name? I forget. Frost Man or whatever it was. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah. So the cartoon that we did of this with Aqualung was actually the, you know, that was the psychiatrist office where and it was inspired partly don't remember who came up with that idea, but we were kind of partly inspired by the whole fact that a lot of the soundtrack does sound like elevator music, so it's like waiting in a doctor's reception or something. So, yeah. So I was about to say about Tengu Man in that cartoon where they make jokes about like Tengu Man's mask, and he wears a bunch of different masks in that. There was a little scripting error. Originally, I had him the way I described the scene. I had accidentally copied, I guess, a previous part, and so Apolong was a bit concerned, why is he wearing the same mask twice? And I told him, no, he's not. And he says then, yes, he is, and no, he's not, and yes, he is, and then it's funny because it kind of turns out like the scene. It probably wasn't exactly like that, but yeah, it was a funny little production tidbit there. Alright, so, and now that we have Tengu Man's weapon, we might as well take on Clown Man. Sorry, I was about to go talk about something about Dr. Wily's voice actor. So, like I said, it's never really implied that Dr. Wily would speak with a German accent in any of the games. But he does in, both of the major cartoon adaptations of him, which are the, in Captain and the Game Master, where he was voiced by Ian James Corlett, and then Scott McNeil, obviously, which is funny because, Ian James Corlett, of course, went on to voice Mega Man. Wait, how do I even get that? I don't think I have anything that I could use to get it. Ah, man. Okay. Now, this level is a bit screwy, and I kind of like it because of that, but this level also does remind me of Magic Man's level from Mega Man and Bass, and, I mentioned Mega Man and Bass already previously. I am not a big fan of that game. It's not bad, but it's one of those Mega Man games where, I don't know how to best describe it. It's one of those Mega Man games that was not designed because the reason it's called Mega Man and Bass is because you get to choose whether you play as Mega Man or whether you play as Bass. And the problem is the game is clearly designed to be played as Bass. So in other words, playing as Mega Man, that game is way, way harder and not as much fun. So, okay. Here we go with when the bell rings, I have to be standing in the safe spots. These little guys that are jumping out are really giving me some bad Gunstar Heroes flashbacks. And I can duck, unlike in Mega Man X. Here's another place for me to use the ball. Man, I really wish it would just let me do, Oh yeah, and this is the, also, I think in this game, just like in the PlayStation X games, if you, when you die, you actually get, I got a rush item, didn't I? So when you die, you actually get to, your weapon energy recharges fully, okay? Again, I'm having trouble remembering, which of the, I think it's the Rush search. Oh, okay, Rush basically just gives me a random item. Okay, thanks, Rush. Oh, here's Sniper Joe. Okay, I gotta get it down, Ah! Yeah, these guys were in Magic Man's level in Mega Man and Bass, and I really hated them. I mean, that was probably my least favorite level of Mega Man and Bass in general. Oh, no, I can't get it. Yeah, I don't have the, I think I need Grenade Man's weapon. Do I literally need, wait, no. Do I literally need, whose weapon is that this goes to? I think it is Clown Man. So you have to defeat Clown Man and then come back and use his weapon to get that. There's that bolt. Now I have to be careful because I do remember some of the items you get in the shop are kind of shitty. There was that rapid fire or whatever it is. Okay, yeah, no, I have to be on the question mark. by the way, I had a bit of a shitty day yesterday. I was when I was having lunch, I had a little packet of coleslaw, and what ended up happening was that I don't know what happened actually. I had it on the table, but I guess it was like half hanging off the edge a little bit. It dipped over, and like 1/3 of the packet fell on my on my kitchen floor, but you know, it actually my carpet caught all of it. I have a little carpet in the my kitchen, and then of course I had to. Oh, okay, I just gotta take one for the team, and it left a little, and it left unfortunately a little you know, strand of coleslaw on the carpet, and guess, you know, who had to then start cleaning a carpet in the shower. Yeah, that fucking sucked, but yeah, whatever. I mean, that carpet was long overdue for a clean anyway. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, no, I wasn't supposed to use that yet. Damn it. I'm doing a poor job. Man, yeah. But yeah, so but then that evening also, you know, and I've been having a lot of internet problems recently, so I had this big update come up on 2 Campus, and it was downloading so slowly that I finally decided, fuck this, and I'll just, you know, I'll just, you know, cancel the update and start playing, because that's what I, you know, because I really just wanted to, you know, play the game. I wasn't, you know, damn it, I'm doing a really poor job. And now he did go around multiple times. So I tried to cancel the update, but what I accidentally ended up doing, because it had the option to, you know, stop the update, and you know, I don't know what it's in English, because it's my settings on the Xbox already finished, but I thought I was removing the update, but it actually removed the whole fucking game, and then I had to re-upload the whole thing. I actually had to use the data on my phone when I was using the computer, because I took the bandwidth on my actual internet, because, yeah. So I ended up having to, you know, reinstall 2 Campus. And I was honestly a bit afraid that I had lost my save file as well, because there was a new update just recently that said that you could save your progress on the hard drive of the Xbox. But luckily it saved my save game, but that sucked. Yeah, so like those two things happened to me yesterday, and I was like, man, today is not my lucky day. Alright, and this might be the last level we'll do for this episode.
I'm Grenade Man!
I love Grenade Man's voice. Yeah, it sucks because my favorite level is actually Sword Man's, and he's in the second half, but...
Ready.
Yeah, so I'm doing a really poor job just telling the stories, because we already beat Clown Man. I was about to talk about Clown Man and the voice I did for him, which was just the maniacal laughter in the cartoon. It's still one of my favorite. I'm just legit proud of that one.
So, how are you feeling today? Okay.
It's funny because we had two. Oh, there was the bomb bat, which is another thing about this game I love. Is sort of you know, the cartoon design of all these enemies. It's just so you know, pleasant. Clown Man just be completely like, you know, insane laughing, and I had 2 takes of that, and the one that we ended up using in the interview, that was the one that Ken really liked. But the other take, which was that really high-pitched, something like that.
Seriously, I'm not going back into that room.
I still like that take, so I wanted to use it for something. And then, because we had that scene outside the office, and I didn't want to just recycle the voice clip I had used for that second part. So, you know, even though Ken didn't quite like that other voice clip as much, I decided, well, okay, that's the point where I can use it. It can be behind the door, where he's like giggling to himself. Yeah, I do actually have a making of cartoon of the Mega Man 8 cartoon on my main channel. If you wanna go check it out, man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die on this bitch because I did such a poor job getting rid of that sniper joke. So yeah, that was a fun cartoon. I forgot what I was about to say. What is this guy? I forget. Oh, it's this eye. Ooh, okay. I am not good at switching the powers on the fly. I noticed during the Throwback Thursdays when Aqualung does, he has that problem a few times where he thinks he can switch the Mega Man. When he's played Mega Man games, that he thinks he can switch using the shoulder button, because that's how you do it in Mega Man Maker. Wait, if I press it just once, yes, that's the one. Okay, and see, like that's exactly. I do like that. I have to say, you know. I'm not gonna front. Like, okay, you could argue that makes the game a little too easy, that you don't have to conserve the master weapons. But you know, at the same time, if you think about like one of the most bullshit things about like old school Mega Man is the fact that you work so hard to get to the boss, and you know there's one weapon that's really good against them, and then if you waste all the weapon energy on that first try and you have like no energy. You know. Okay, I think I just beat him. Yeah. So I personally think it's a nice thing to be able. Okay, the thing that freaks me out every time is that there's a gate on the other side. Like, I assumed I was gonna walk right through it. Or is that one of the secret gates that you can only open in the Saturn version? So in the Saturn version, they hid. Is it Cutman and Woodman are like hidden bosses in that version? Yeah. So people might wonder, by the way, about why did the Saturn version have a different version of the Tengu Man song, and why does it have different content anyway to begin with? And apparently it was kind of intended as a bit of a fuck you to Sony, because when the PlayStation was new, Sony was on a bit of like an anti-2D kick, where they were saying like where they were kind of like preferring publishers to trying to get publishers to release more 3D games. And I don't know, maybe they made like less favorable like contracts for companies that make 2D games. And Capcom didn't like that, so because the Saturn was still somewhat relevant at the time when this game came out, but not for very long after that. They decided, and it was also like an anniversary year for Mega Man. They decided, fuck them. Let's put some extra shit in the Saturn version. And then, of course, nobody has the Saturn version at all. Yeah, but I do like the fact that alternate Tengu Man theme that they did.
I'll be nice on you.
Did he say "I'll be nice on you" or?
Flash bomb.
Oh man, I have a hard time with this boss fight. There we go. I thought there was a second phase to this fight where he... Oh god, and I talked over him. Yeah, sorry. I think I did that too efficiently, because I think he blows up the floor and there's like a second phase of that fight. Or is that in the rematch? That could be in the rematch. I might be. Or I'm mixing it up with another boss. Flash bomb. Yeah. And I hate that I talked over him because he has one of the funniest voices. I love Grenade Man. He's just such a joy. Okay, that went by a lot faster than I thought it would, but you know what? Next up is, this ice guy, and he's not a nice guy, but I'm tish. No, because it's a sliding level, And I do intend to record another episode of another Let's Play today, so I don't want to wear myself thin, so we're gonna call it off here. But if people want to see me play the game further, just drop it in the comments. As always, I tend to, most of the time when people request a Let's Play from me, I usually do it. So anyway, that has been Mega Man 8. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.